Blunt heads, blunt world, blunt universe. I'm your host with the most, here to brag, boast, celebrate, toast, and you know we came here to smoke. I'm Tay the Loose Cannon Adams. You now tuned in to the Very Blunt Sports Podcast. Y'all could have been anywhere, and I mean anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with me. Now I appreciate that. To all the new ones, hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Cost you nothing to come jump in rotation with us. To all my day ones, keep smoking, keep the blunt lit. You know what we came to do. The blunt is now in session. We came here to catch all that smoke. Now we're going to start it off with the West Coast legend, Ice-T, making his rounds in the rap world. He was making his rounds in the movie world. Now he's making his rounds in the TV world, making history by becoming the longest running male actor in TV history. He basically summed it up with, don't tell me what can't be done. Anything is possible. This man went from making songs called Cop Killer to now playing the cop on Law and Order SVU. But before he was on Law and Order SVU, he played a cop in the classic movie New Jack City. So now he's the longest running male actor in TV history. Big ups and salute to the legend. Now we're moving on to another West Coast legend, Ice Cube. Now Ice Cube, Big Three basketball, is now officially certified as the first black-owned sports league, black-owned sports entity. The Big Three is half-court 3-on-3 basketball where former players, they get to still play, show what they can do, and they can be part of the team by coaching, being announcers, and being owners. So basically, big ups to those two West Coast legends who I feel is in they part of the Mount Rushmore as far as rappers being able to go to Hollywood and act and produce movies and to be in TV shows and to be taken seriously. In my mind, the Mount Rushmore of that is Ice-T, Ice Cube, Queen Latifah, and Will Smith. So let me know what y'all think about that. Like I said, comment underneath. Let me know y'all difference of opinion, whether y'all agree, y'all disagree with anything and everything that I'm about to say. Simone Johnson, she's making history. It's about time y'all get to know who Simone Johnson is. She is WWE's first fourth generation superstar, talent, wrestler, whatever you want to call it. How is she fourth generation? I'm going to break it down to you like this now. Her great granddad is High Chief Peter Maivia, excuse me on that one. Her granddad is Soul Man Rocky Johnson. Her dad is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And now Simone Johnson, she go by Ava Storm in WWE's developmental brand NXT, for all my wrestling fans that know what I'm talking about. But she makes history. She's The Rock's daughter. She's The Rock Soul Man Rocky Johnson, excuse me, his granddaughter and the great-granddaughter of High Chief Peter Maivia. But the bloodline and the relations, it run deep in the WWE with her. She got cousins, the Usos, Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Rikishi, Yokozuna, Umaga, the Wild Samoans. So that family is deep. So big ups to Simone Johnson for becoming WWE's first fourth generation talent, superstar wrestler, whatever you want to call her. But she is that. Now we keeping it on the hip hop train. Like I've been told y'all before, I call myself the bridge between sports and hip hop. I show y'all how that it's a marriage. I show y'all how it's a good relationship that's going to basically keep going and progressing. But we're going to jump right into that. Now, the Houston Astros, they won the World Series. They beat the Philadelphia Phillies. Dusty Baker is the second African-American player to have won the World Series as a player and as a manager. So definitely big ups and congratulations to Dusty Baker for making history. Now, since the Houston Astros won the World Series, that put another feather in the cap for two rappers by the name of 50 Cent and Bun B. Y'all know who 50 Cent is, obviously. Bun B is part of the classic duo UGK, Long Live the Pimp. But his Trill Burgers was the official burger of the Houston Astros, and 50 Cent's wine and spirits or drinks or whatever you want to call it, champagne, cognac. I ain't much of a drinker, so I don't even know, the right term for it. But his choice of beverage, his choice of drink, whatever you want to call it, was the official drink of the Houston Astros. So that add more onto the resume of Bun B and 50 Cent doing their thing outside of rap music. So definitely, once again, congratulations to all the legends in hip-hop that we name, and congratulations to everybody that done won in sports right now. So we talking about Barack Obama. Him and an investment group, they want to be involved with the Phoenix Suns. They want to buy the Phoenix Suns. I don't remember the owner's name. Kind of ain't important right now, but he got ousted out for saying some racist shit, you know, and we definitely gonna talk about that more and get into that, because I'm gonna tell you how basically it all ties into this Kyrie situation that's going on right now. Isaiah Thomas, y'all know who he is, basketball legend, Detroit Piston legend, part of the NBA 75 team, got 2 rings with the Pistons. He's a finals MVP. The beef is still on and popping with Michael Jordan. If y'all ain't know, Michael Jordan played a hand in making sure Isaiah Thomas wasn't part of that 1992 Dream Team. It wasn't just Michael Jordan. It was a whole bunch of other people too. But Michael Jordan was the man at the time. He was the ringleader at the time. And they beef, rivalry, whatever you want to call it, bad blood, is still going on to this day. Isaiah Thomas said, until I get a public apology, this beef is going to go on for a long time, because I'm from the west side of Chicago. War gets deep, some beef is everlasting. These two been going at it since about like 84, 85. It done went from Michael Jordan saying that Isaiah Thomas and a couple people iced him out of the All-Star game. His first year basically didn't pass him the ball, to the Detroit Pistons having something called Jordan rules, where they attacked Jordan and went after him any way that they could. And it was just a whole bunch of stuff that snowballed and got way out of hand. Do I feel Isaiah Thomas should have been on that Dream Team? Yeah. Is that one thing that's missing in his career and he still feels some type of way about? Yeah. So obviously he ain't letting it go. He ain't letting the beef go. He basically saying it's up every time they see each other. No matter what the cause is, no matter what the case is, they gonna go at it. Hopefully they can sit down, squash the beef, get over it, do whatever they can do. They both give each other, you know, they props. They recognize each other as being greats in the game. But according to Isaiah Thomas, the beef is still going on. It ain't dying down. It ain't going nowhere. So let me know what y'all think about these legends, you know, going at it. I know it's been a while, you know what I'm saying? I had some stuff to handle, you know, personal things going on. Birth of my son happened. I know it's been a while since we smoked, but I'm back, and I'm going to try to hit y'all with new videos at least once a week. That way, so y'all know that I missed y'all, because I know y'all missed me. But we hopping back to this blunt, though. Now, Barry Sanders, Detroit Lions legend. He the first player in Detroit Lions history that's going to get a statue of himself in front of Ford Field. Congratulations and big ups, salutes, and give him all the respect and all the flowers that he deserved. Now, for the longest, everybody said that Emmitt Smith got the record, but Barry Sanders was by far the better running back with what he was able to do with less, and always said the Detroit Lions franchise always been cursed and always gonna be cursed because of how they did Barry Sanders. Always said until they did right by him and until they did right by Calvin Johnson, they wasn't going nowhere or seeing nothing good no time soon. Hopefully this is the step in the right direction to rectifying everything that they did to Barry Sanders by giving him this statue. Hopefully they give him a little bit more. I don't know what else they could give him, but this is definitely a right step to making that relationship right again. Real quick, next year, 2023, it's going to be a Black Friday football game. So if you ain't out there shopping, online shopping, doing whatever it is that you do on Black Friday, watch an NFL game. We don't know what team's going to be playing right now, but I will keep y'all up to date. Keep going with the hip-hop thing. Lil Wayne, he a Green Bay Packers fan. This is what he had to say. R.I.P. to the season. We should have got rid of 12 Aaron Rodgers. That's what he mean when he say 12. We should have got rid of 12 before the season. Packers fans, are y'all Lil Wayne fans? Lil Wayne fans, Y'all Packer fans, let me know what y'all think about what Wayne got to say about his team, the Packers. He's saying the season is over. Aaron Rodgers is done. What else is there to be said? Straight to the point if you ask me. Now, we still keeping it on Lil Wayne, one of his idols and one of the people that he said that he looked up to and was highly influenced by was Missy Elliott. This is what Missy Elliott, the great, had to say about Lil Wayne. You have birthed a whole generation after you, and it's easy for people to acknowledge someone's greatness when they're no longer around. But I want you to know you are legendary. No matter who thinks different, your blueprint is present. No debate. That's definitely good for Missy to give somebody like Wayne his props, give him his flowers, and to acknowledge his greatness, why he's still alive, why he's still here. He said it in a song God did, dreadlocks, face tats, he the apex. So there's basically a bunch of Lil Wayne babies running around right now as far as the rap world. They got his style from, like I said, his dreadlocks to the face tats, even to the way he dressed, to even to the way that he rhymes. So it's good for Wayne to get his props. It's good for Wayne to get his flowers and to be recognized as one of the GOATs of his generation and one of the best that ever did it. So definitely salute to you, Wayne. Kevin Durant. Y'all know who KD is. Played for the Brooklyn Nets. Two-time NBA champ. Finals MVP. Regular season MVP. He want to add something on to him now. If y'all don't know, Kevin Durant is from the DMV area. That's DC, Maryland, Virginia. And I'm guessing he grew up a fan of Washington football at the time when it was the Redskins. And I ain't saying that to offend anybody, just letting people know where they was and what team they was at the time. But Kevin Durant wants to be a part of the new Washington Commanders ownership group. That involves Jay-Z and involves Jeff Bezos. Y'all know who Jeff Bezos is. He's the director of the documentary that Kyrie Irving is getting in trouble for. But I understand Kevin Durant, you a fan of the Washington Commanders. But I don't know if this is a good look to want to buy into this organization that's always been in some shit. If you look at Daniel Snyder, it don't matter if it was the Washington Redskins, it don't matter if it was the Washington football team, and it don't matter if it's the Washington Commanders. He just seemed to can't stay out of shit. There's always some controversy tied to his name. He always involved in something or being investigated, being involved in something. And the Washington Commanders workplace culture probably ain't the best workplace culture to ever be around. So I'm asking Kevin Durant and Jay-Z, do y'all think this is a good move to even want to be part of this franchise or buy into this franchise and be a part of it? Can't tell you what to do with your money. Grown men, y'all gonna do whatever y'all want, but I think y'all should probably look into investing into a different team. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting to be owners of a team. I want to see that more black businessmen and more black ownership in the NFL and in the NBA and in baseball and possibly in hockey and anything else that we get our hands on. All I'm saying is I don't think the Washington Commanders would be a good team to want to go after. It'd just be too much shit that Kevin Durant, Jay-Z, and the rest of the investment group will have to clean up. And like I said, Jeff Bezos, he's a part of it too, or trying to be a part of it. And it's crazy that he ain't getting no backlash or no trouble or getting in any trouble about the documentary that he made, but Kyrie Irving got in trouble or was getting in trouble about posting it. Seemed real fucked up if you ask me. Moving on. Tom the GOAT Brady, making history again. He becomes the first player in NFL history to have over 100,000 career passing yards. Just adding more records, just adding more, accomplishments onto his resume, and basically showing y'all and stamping the fact on why he's the GOAT, why he should be considered the GOAT, and he gonna keep going. Hopefully this is his last season. Even if he wins or don't win, you can sit it down, Tom. You did enough. You ain't got nothing else to prove. You got more rings than anybody else in the NFL. It's time to sit it down. Sad to say this, we gotta say rest in peace to Takeoff of the Migos. Now, last week, the Atlanta Falcons honored him before the game. You could say that, he's not even a simple fact that because, he passed away, but he was becoming and became an Atlanta rap legend. The Migos was, and possibly the best group of their generation. So I can understand how this generation took this loss hard. Definitely gotta say rest in peace, unfortunately, to PNB Rock and the Coolio. We losing too many legends, losing too many rappers, young, to a whole bunch of dumb shit and a whole bunch of senseless violence. It's been going on for a long time, ever since the whole, Biggie and Tupac thing. I ain't saying that it's right, but we just need to stop, all of this senseless act of violence and really learn to love and protect our own and love and protect and embrace, our music and embrace our culture a little bit more before we get wiped out and they take everything from us. Let me know what y'all think about that. That's just my level on things right now. Lamar Jackson. Baltimore, give him that bag. Y'all need to quit playing. Y'all need to give him that bag, because this is 2 more reasons on why he should get that bag. Now, he got 100 career passing touchdowns right now. He done made that mark, so to everybody that's saying that he can't throw, fuck what y'all talking about. He got 100 career passing touchdowns. And he gonna be up there as far as in the throwing yards too. I know I'm stumbling, fumbling. This is my first time back. I gotta shake off, the podcast dust. Gotta shake off the podcast rust. But I'm here. But Lamar Jackson deserved that bag. 100 career passing touchdowns, and he became 5th all time in career rushing yards. He done rounded out the top 5. He is in the top 5 of career rushing yards. Number 5, like I said, is him, Lamar Jackson. Number 4. Russell Wilson. 3, Randall Cunningham. 2, Killer Cam Newton. And number 1, Mike Vick. Let me know what y'all think about that top 5. Now, I had said something about the whole Kyrie situation. If y'all don't know, Kyrie Irving played for the Brooklyn Nets, and he had posted a documentary on one of his social medias. And now people trying to say he's anti-Semitic and all of this other stuff. Why ain't Jeff Bezos being looked at as anti-Semitic? Or however you say it, anti-Semitic. I probably done fucked that word up a whole bunch of times, but y'all know what I'm saying. How come he ain't being looked at as that when he the one that produced and directed the documentary? He the one that did his research on the documentary to even have it come to life. Why is Kyrie getting in trouble? Why ain't Amazon and Jeff Bezos getting in trouble? Now, mind you, that is on a national platform called Amazon. There's more people in this world that know what Amazon is more than they know who Kyrie Irving is. They only know Kyrie Irving now because everybody's talking about him and his supposed anti-Semitic views. I'm going to get that word right. Whatever the hell it means. We ain't trying to offend nobody, but we just gonna keep it real. I'm just saying this. Every time the black celebrity or the black athlete get into some controversy or get into some type of trouble, we gotta go on a damn apology tour. It's like apologizing one time just ain't good enough for some people. And I honestly feel like this: if I apologize for what I do, what I did, or what I said, and I'm genuine about it, and you still don't accept my apology, a real big part of me is going to be feeling like, all right, well, fuck you then. I'm not going to keep bowing down and keep begging for your forgiveness until you feel like you ready to forgive me, or not even acknowledging my apology. But in order for Kyrie Irving to come back and to play in the NBA and to play for the Brooklyn Nets, these are some of the things that he got to do. Apologize and condemn movie. So he got to apologize about posting the movie, and basically they want him to apologize for liking it if he do like the movie. what that basically saying to me is, even if he likes the movie, he gotta act like he don't like the movie. Where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, he gotta give $500,000 donation to anti-hate causes. Gotta go through sensitivity training, anti-Semitic training, meet with ADL, Jewish leaders, meet with Joe Tessa to demonstrate understanding. Like I said, he apologized. He said he wasn't trying to offend or hurt anybody. Adam Silver said that his apology wasn't good enough. Now, Adam Silver is probably, he is feeling some type of way about this because he is the commissioner of the NBA and he is a Jewish man. So that kind of hit more personal and it kind of hit more home to him. But for the black man, the black celebrity, and the black athlete to always got to constantly go on this apology tour is real fucked up. And it's like we still never really get forgiven for anything because they still bring it up about us years later. They still talking about Michael Vick and the dog situation. They still talking about Ray Rice and his domestic violence situation. They talking about Chris Brown and his situation. Basically, any athlete or celebrity that do anything wrong, what we did wrong is always going to lead first for years to come. Before they mention what we accomplish, they mention what we do wrong first. In the words of Styles P, they focus on the negative attention. You do something positive, it never gets mentioned. But at the Very Blunt Sports Podcast, this is just in the past year, this is some of the things that Kyrie Irving has done. He donated over $300,000 to Feeding America, partnered with City Harvest to ensure that over 250,000 meals were distributed to New Yorkers, partnered with Nike to donate 17 pallets of food, and he committed $1.5 million to help pay WNBA players who opt out of the 2020 season. How come ain't none of that getting mentioned? Now, Adam Silver, he bit back on some of his words. He said he don't think that Kyrie is that way. Now everybody else is following suit because, let's be honest, the NBA didn't want a Colin Kaepernick situation where Kyrie could have went after them and he could have got a whole bunch of money out of it. But the irony of it all was he wouldn't have been able to play in the NBA no more if he had milked them for that much money. I think Kyrie is apologetic. I think he served his 5-game suspension. I think he should only have to apologize one time. I don't think he should have to go on an apology tour. And what I mean by apology tour is the black celebrity, black athlete, we got to go everywhere and apologize to different beings, to different groups, all other types of shit. But whenever one of these racist owners or racist players, whenever they say something real racist, they ain't got to go on an apology tour. It's basically like it gets swept under the rug and it don't get said and nobody says nothing about it ever again. I didn't see Don Imus going on an apology tour. I ain't see Donald Sterling going on an apology tour. I ain't see Riley Cooper going on an apology tour. I ain't see the Phoenix Suns owner going on an apology tour or shaking hands with black celebrities like Al Sharpton or Jesse Jackson or going to talk to or donate money to the NAACP. You don't see none of that. So why is it always that the black celebrity and the black athlete got to go on this apology tour, got to go above and beyond to show that we're apologetic and that we won't do it again, just in return for years later for y'all to keep throwing it up in our face before y'all mention anything good that we did on the court, field, or out in the world and society. Y'all mention something that we did 10, 12 years ago. Us as black people as a whole are probably more forgiving than any other race. We able to forgive and keep it moving, but whenever we do something, we not easily forgiven. And why is that? That's something we all need to ask ourselves. And don't think we forgot about you, Brett Favre. All of this shit that's going on with Kyrie and Kanye, is all basically a distraction, keeping us away from other issues that's going on in the world. So we ain't forget about you, Brett Favre, and we ain't gonna forget about what you being accused of doing. Not one time did you ever come out and denounce anything that you supposedly involved in. I'm still going to wear my Kyrie Irving shirt regardless of who feel any type of way about it. I'm mad that Nike, stopped a partnership with him. Now that all the dust is settled and everything clear, hopefully they might beg him back, and can't blame Kyrie if he don't go back to Nike. But I ain't going to stop wearing and supporting Kyrie Irving stuff, just like I ain't going to stop listening to Kanye West music and anything else that he produced or wrote. That's just my level. Fuck if it gets you mad. I'm back now. I'm back, Blunt World. I'm back, Blunt Heads. I'm back, Blunt Universe. So expect more from Tay in the next episodes coming up. Like I said, I had to shake the ring rust off. I had to shake the podcast rust off. But I'm back now. And we're going to keep smoking. So until next time, love yours, love yourself, be blunt. When it's real, they're going to feel it. When it's real, it can't be ignored. One more thing, anybody that want to advertise or sponsor an episode of the Very Blunt Sports Podcast, look for all my social media information at the end of this episode. Get in touch with me. We can talk business. We'll put you up on the screen, advertise, and let the world see what we about. Erie 814. We in the building. We got talent, and it's time for the world to understand. So like I said, when it's real, they're going to feel it. When it's real, it can't be ignored. The blunt is now out of session, and we up out of here. Until next time, salute.
I don't need a fucking cosign or the post rhymes for controversy. I'm calculated, your validation does not concern me. You created a character, you can market, but I'm sharp enough to sharpen my view. Whenever you charge him, I can